Welcome back to Sports Just right here on Captain TV. Yes, some of the results from last night's Euro 2024 qualifiers. France beat Greece 1-0. Ireland beat Gibraltar 3-0. England were on a rampage against North Macedonia as they beat them 7-0. And of course, Bukayo Saka got a hat-trick. Well, Turkey beat Wales 2-0. Northern Ireland 0. Kazakhstan 1. Ukraine 1. Malta 0. Armenia 2. Latvia 1. Finland 6. San Marino 0. Slovenia 1. Denmark 1. Belarus 2. Kosovo 1. Israel 2, Andorra 1, Switzerland 2, Romania 2. Yes, I have two amazing gentlemen with me here on the studio today. Drum rolls. I have Kayode and CY. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Sports Just.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here. It's been a while, guys.
Yeah, it's been a while, but it's nice to be here again.
I mean, it's over. We have the Euro qualifiers, the African Cup of Nations. How do you guys feel about it?
The truth is, we all miss club football.
Me too.
It can never be like club football.
Definitely.
But the fun is still there, and the transfer window also is not giving us
no, thank you.
opportunity to just sit around. We are seeing that the heat is still there, though we miss the club football, but we still have that sense of like the game.
Yes. Very, very correct. Yeah. And of course, speaking of the transfer windows, it's been a very busy summer transfer. Very, very. It's even louder than the season that just finished.
Loud.
Anyways, the Saudis, as I would like to call them, they are not relenting. They are trying to take everybody. It's not as them taking the old players, people who are like about to hang their boots, but now they seem to be hijacking our young lads.
Someone. So I think is it the FIFA? Is it the
UEFA president?
Is it FIFA or UEFA?
It was UEFA president.
That was giving an advice, and it was like they shouldn't behave like, is it the US?
China.
No, China.
China.
Back in the
so
day.
they should work on their
academy
and their league and their own players.
Yes, no.
You can't blame them. When you have money, just like Chelsea did last season. When you have money,
I'm not saying the result.
We had a bad result, but
no. I'm not using your answer.
This current season is going to be hot.
You can't still say this coming is going to be hot because there's no more difference except for the coach you brought in. But let's talk about Chelsea.
Nkunku is officially a Chelsea player.
We don't want to talk about Chelsea. We are talking about Saudi for now. So when there's money, there's this joy about having money. Even as a Nigerian, when you have money, you spend it.
Okay.
You spend it. You can buy data. How many gig right now? And you be like, I have money. Until when the money is not giving you the profit you desire, and you start getting angry and you start having regrets. But we are believing that the Saudis, as Darius love to call them, will have positive results when it comes to putting together these players, because we know that they want to build their country's league. They want to also give their league worth, and also want to make sure that the outside world also gives them credence for what they are doing. So I believe with the kind of players they are already raking in, they might be able to build it and give every other league a run.
Okay,
but I think what they are doing right now is a short-term solution. It's a short-term plan. So I heard the government of Saudi injected about 29 billion into their league. That is why they are on a spending rampage. But then I still agree with UEFA president. They should get coaches, and then develop their league from scratch. China made the same mistake about 10 years ago or so. They were Oscar, Axel Witsel, everyone was not Tevez, they were all running to China. But today, what happened? They are back to square one, back to square one.
Are they even in any square at all? They are just there.
Kayode, please let the Chinese, let them bring.
Let them
I actually think it would be better if they get, instead of getting world-class stars. Okay, yes, the world-class stars are drawing attention to their league. Okay, but then they should get world-class coaches to come and
but sorry, I have to cut to there. Yes. World-class coaches, I feel world-class coaches will want to coach world-class players.
Yes.
E.g. Steven Gerrard just said it last week, yesterday or the first day, that he had a deal, but he turned it down.
Yes.
So I don't know if so imagine someone like Jose Mourinho is contacted. If Steven Gerrard can turn down a deal as Saudi, where will Jose Mourinho do?
Jose Mourinho will be like, please don't call me again.
You see, he might not even take the call. Immediately just sees maybe the number just showed Saudi, will be like, what were you saying? And he moves on with his discussion. So that's just it. So,
okay, so I don't know. Instead of getting these head coaches, okay, how about they get academic?
Yes, academic coaches.
These guys that can develop young boys. They are good, very good ones in Europe. Very good ones.
True.
Their names are not heard, so they may not have a problem switching location. They may not have issues switching location.
And considering the money, I think
the money is there.
They can push that. I agree with you on that. Coaches will be nice, but I just have to also think wide now. Okay, now they might have these players. I think they participated in last World Cup, and they're the one who
defeated Argentina in the opening game.
In their opening game, and we've seen that most of their players are young, and they also have the talents.
Yes.
But the question now is, they are more like a club, a country trying to welcome the footballing culture. Yeah. So I don't know if the youths will be able to put their all into this footballing thing. It's just like maybe when we have 100 youths in a country now, and you've been able to pick 20, and the 20 really didn't get the successes they wanted from the World Cup that just passed. Is there going to be a motivation for that? That's what I am just thinking. Will there be a motivation for them to, these first 25 or 30 players that went into the World Cup, what was their game? What did they end up doing? What impact are they making? Did they get any signings from outside Saudi Arabia? I don't know. I'm just thinking outright. So maybe you sports professionals might help my thoughts.
I think this whole thing, started from the defeat, the win against Argentina. So after that win, I think the government now felt, because they bought all those players, they gave them Ferraris, each of them. So I think that was where they now said, sat back and said, if our boys can achieve this, why not develop our league? Why not develop our league? So because I think they are doing well, but they need to calm down. They need to calm down.
Well, in my own honest opinion, I feel like they have so much money to spend. And they've just been bored. I know they have pets, they have lion pets. I think they need more entertainment in their career. And why not? We have money, let's spend it. Bring in these players, develop our league, which I doubt they are doing, but who am I? Anyways, please, I want to beg the Saudis to please reduce, the way they are buying Chelsea players. Because as it stands, Chelsea might be losing Mendy. We've lost N'Golo Kante already. And even Ziyech. Who knows? They might still want to take our Harvard from us. Thank you, Koulibaly. I mean, it's becoming too much. Don't do it like Arsenal players.
But you Chelsea players, before the end of the season, you came out openly that you want to offload players. And as far as I'm concerned, they're even paying higher than any other club for your players. Sorry, what's his name? Havertz. Arsenal wants to take away Havertz. You put that one to please him.
At this stage, who is going to play for Chelsea next season?
Okay, but the truth is, coming to that Havertz deal, I think Chelsea should release that guy,
No, they need to.
To be honest with you, I'm not seeing anything special
about Havertz
bringing to the table.
Yeah, but he scored the winning goal in the Champions League.
Except someone wants to, except maybe the coach is going to be able to build him into the player they want him to be.
And I believe Mauricio Pochettino can actually do that with Kai Havertz.
With Nkunku coming in.
That's the problem. I'm even surprised that Havertz is the man pushing to leave. I thought it would be Mount at this stage. I thought Mount that deal would to go to Manchester. Yeah, but the deal seems to be more quiet. I think Havertz's own is more loud. I'm surprised.
Because of the person coming for him. Since Arsenal has shown so much interest, and they keep increasing the cash for the deal, and so they are seeing more.
I'm even hearing that Jorginho might still be going to Saudi Arabia.
Yes, Jorginho.
Chelsea
are begging not to sell, and I'm also hearing that Partey is also going to leave, and so they
everybody wants the money now. Everybody wants money.
Of course,
let's go there, collect all the money.
Like Oscar, the former Chelsea player, said. He said, I even saw it recently. He said it clearly. Footballers, that is their job. You can't see a high-paying job and you won't go. See, according to him, he said these guys, they have families to feed.
Yes.
Okay, they have so many
Taxes
people, their communities.
Like they have like in an entire country they are carrying at their back.
So sometimes you have to make that hard decision.
I mean, to whom much is given, much is definitely expected.
I
feel like Messi is the only footballer right now that is not selfish, that doesn't really care about the money.
Dear, even that Messi's deal
was way beyond money.
But can you compare it to 1 billion?
No, it can't be compared. But it's not a long-term deal. It's a long-term deal. It's a long-term impact. You can't compare. Messi's deal is more like investment. I'm trying to look for an English. Like an investment is like is setting up his family.
Yes,
his
life.
Fourth generation
For life.
His 100th generation for life, because they'll keep coming, and we can see his children are also playing football. So in another 10 years, we might see another junior Messi doing wonderfully, and the next thing you see is also eating from what his dad has prepared for him.
Messi's deal, even though he has come out to say it's not about money.
It's about money.
It's about
money.
And let's not forget former teammate the likes of Sergio Busquets, Luis Suarez, and even Jordi Alba might just be tempted to join him in Inter Miami.
And I think Inter Miami, is it owned or managed by Beckham?
It's co-owned
by David Beckham. So you know that's more like seeing greatness coming to greatness. For me, I just feel okay, Lionel Messi in a place where Beckham is, and I saw a news, I don't know, maybe it was on your TV blog, and he promised Beckham that he should call him in another 5 years.
No, 2 years.
2 years. All right, in 2 years time he should call him. So it's more like coming together of greatness. So I just hope the only problem I'm having with that league is that there's no promotion for them. They don't move from one,
and they're currently last too. Yes, currently last on their league.
They don't move.
I'm sure when Busquets, Suarez, and Jordi Alba comes in with Messi, they will pick up.
Right.
I mean, they will obviously.
No, they will. They are masterclass players.
We talked about the Ronaldo impact when he went to Al-Nassr. Messi is doing it now. Currently, Inter Miami is the most followed team in the whole of America. And in the whole of Miami, I beg your pardon.
It will open up
doors for.
It will open up doors both for sponsorship, for the media outlets.
You understand? And the fact that America, as a nation, the USA are known for basketball. So hopefully Messi's, presence in America will,
and I think they're also being put forward for hosting the next World Cup.
They are hosting the next World Cup. The World Cup I would love to go attend.
I think the same plane then.
All right. I hope this is not Anyways, moving on, let's talk a bit about the Euro 2024. Yes, Mbappe scored for France, and their form is okay, but the team that seems to be struggling is Wales. Now they lost again to Turkey, and they now have to beat Turkey and Armenia or
Croatia.
I beg your pardon, to qualify, or they play playoffs and see if they can make it to the 2024 Euros. Now here's the thing: qualifying for Qatar 2022 was also very hard for them, because they had to they went through playoffs to reach that, and they are replicating that in the Euros, and it's a very sad one. I mean, the only player I feel they lost was Gareth Bale. They still have the likes of Ramsey and Cole. Why are they not performing?
So I think losing Bale was a huge blow. Bale was like the alpha and the omega of that team. Okay, he may not be the all in all, but he was a
playmaker. If you check
he was the Ronaldo of the team.
Thank you. He keeps scoring their goals. He keeps making goals. The very most.
And I'm sure his presence scares the opponents.
True. The presence gives every defense a scare, because you know what Bale can do.
When you have a Bale behind you as a defender,
even if it's in front of you, you know what his speed can do. Even as a goalkeeper, you get scared of a man like Bale, because you don't know when he shoots the ball, and his ball definitely carries fire in it. So I feel the loss of Bale wasn't just a normal loss, though. It's just that the guy had to move on, And I think I also feel maybe one of the reasons he moved on is because maybe he wasn't seeing his dreams come true for the countryside. Most players play for the love they have for the country, not like some of our people here in
No, Kayode, I want to disagree with you on that one, because I saw the love from the Super Eagles.
How many love?
The love was massive. I saw the love. I did not just say love, I felt the love.
With love?
I felt the love. I saw the passion from the Chukwueze, from Ndidi. They fought for Nigeria hard. They fought hard. Do not say there's no love.
I don't know why they fought, but maybe Cyprian has something to say.
Like I told you before we went live, I can't bet on Super Eagles.
I won't try it.
The truth is that when you don't expect them to do well, they will surprise you. But the day you put your head inside a basket like this, They will just do the way they used to do people before.
It's a
They
Nigerian
will
dream.
mess you up. They will mess you up. I saw the passion from Osimhen and others. But who
always has the passion. I don't know why you are calling Osimhen. When it comes to Nigerian football, we all know that after Ahmed Musa, Osimhen is the only second person.
I think Osimhen is a very passionate player.
No, he's a very passionate player.
He's doing it for Nigeria.
But now, if you're calling Chukwueze also played well. But you see, I just felt this game was more like show off. Once we were coming in from our club, we brought something good for you here. Because I Chukwueze was also tipped to be. I think he got the African best player in La Liga. I don't know. Is it Africa? Yes, African best player in La Liga this season that just passed, and also he scored many goals. Yes, and he's also is also getting to the point of being sold for I think 80,000 pounds or so. So he coming into the Nigerian team is more like I've done so well in the club side. Let's also bring in that spirit to the countryside, and that's what I saw. And Osimhen, we know Osimhen has always been that guy. Ndidi on the other hand, Ndidi didn't really have much playing time during the last season. So I think it was,
and they also got relegated. So very sad.
They also got relegated, and even Omerwa, we saw Omerwa also doing wonderfully well too. So I will not say it was the what were you calling it?
Passionate display.
I just saw that thing anyway.
Well, speaking of Victor Osimhen, he might just be staying at Napoli next season.
That's what I want.
That's it. I don't know how to feel about that, but I would have preferred he goes now that he's hot. But then again, he's trying to be loyal. And we had a conversation before we came live, and you talked about the fact that Nigerian players, we don't really have the luxury to force an exit from the club.
The truth is,
and why do you think that is?
African players generally in Europe, Jimmy Vardy can do that to Leicester City. Okay, a Mason Mount can do that to Chelsea.
Sure.
But an African player, it takes a lot. You have to be really special for you to be able to force a deal.
I want to believe Osimhen is special. He's the best striker in the whole of Italian football.
Would he want to do it? That is the problem. Will he want to do it?
Okay, no, the question is, to answer your question, I think he wouldn't. He's trying to be modest, because if you check previously, he also came out to say that he will only leave, he has to discuss with his president, that's the president of Napoli, and if he's trying to respect Napoli as a team. He feels like he's building a legacy in Napoli.
He has started on the right foot, and you can't blame, just as you said, the Nigerian man always loves where he's been celebrated. You can't take that away. But when it comes to football, you need to be spontaneous. You need to be able to decide where to go, when to go, and how to do anything you have to do. I was discussing with Francis last week on the show, and I told him, I said, my fear is not, I wanted Osimhen to remain in Napoli, but I would have wished I was in a better circumstance, like having his manager still remaining Spalletti. But now having a new manager is my own fear.
It changes everything.
The new manager might not be in love with Osimhen. And don't forget, Osimhen has a perfect replacement, Simeone. Simeone is as good as Osimhen. We won't take that away. I think one of the reasons why we saw Osimhen keep doing his thing, keep getting the first shares, is because definitely he has his pace. He's all Simeone is also a very good dribbler and also knows how to score from outside. But Osimhen has a very good head. He has the height. He has the speed. And the strength. Yes, he's physical too with his game. So I think that's one reason. But if you have a coach who doesn't like you, you know what the African man is like. Whenever, especially in a country like Italy, you don't have the opportunity. You don't have the love that can be given from one person to another person. One person might like it, but that was my own fear. But I just believe we need to be positive about
the change of their manager was getting Rudy Garcia from Al Nassr. Was that the right deal? Are there no better coaches in Europe that can handle?
Yeah, that came as a surprise to me.
That was actually
there's Nagelsmann. Can't Nagelsmann manage it?
It was a shocking move. It was actually a shocking move. But then we don't know what they have discussed in the background. But I fear for Osimhen. I just feel one more good season from him, he will have that mouth to try to force a deal. One more good season, because if Osimhen hits 20 goals,
but Kayode said it, new manager, new pattern, new everything. He might not even believe in Osimhen as much as Spalletti. So if he does not play, how will he score goals? So he has to
play also. So let's not.
Okay,
and that's what I'm saying, that we just try to be positive towards it. But
I want to be positive. I feel like Osimhen is young. He's 24 years old. He's very physical. He's strong. He can take on any defender any day. I want to believe he can still score 20 goals the next season.
I hope he scores more than 20 goals.
All right.
So at least next
season
he
scores 19. That's a very good one. Compared to his former experience. Yes, even if he scores up to just 19. That is a very good result.
Well, I still think he could have won the best player in Italian Serie A, but anyways, moving on. I will remember England's hat-trick for the rest of my life. And of course, this is coming from Bukayo Saka. He scored a hat-trick, and that's like a dream come true for him.
I don't like that, CBA.
Here's the thing, yeah?
Come on, that guy is just 19 years old.
Yes, no, they're saying that Saka is better than Rashford. No, see, here's the thing, yeah? When you're doing well, especially when you are black and you are Nigerian or you are playing for England, you are doing well, Saka, the best midfielder in the world, you know. The moment you do something
after you lose 2020,
they don't remember he's even Nigerian.
Yes,
they remember that you are even a Nigerian.
I don't even know.
I mean, it's going well. It's going well. They are praising him. No, just like they are praising Osimhen.
It's what life is.
It's
what life is. When you're doing well, of course, you'll be praised. But the moment you mess everything up, don't worry, we are coming for you. If they can bully Lionel Messi, my God.
They didn't just pull him. They went to his apartment. Him and Neymar's apartment. They want to do what they call it.
Lynch him. They want to lynch them.
They're protesting. They leave their club side for them. But it is what it is. But Bukayo Saka, thumbs up for you. That's a good one. He played so well.
But it's not against. The goal was against North Macedonia. It's not as if it was against Spain.
Let's take it away from him. Scoring a hat-trick is difficult. Scoring a hat-trick is very difficult, no matter who the opponent is.
Hat-trick in a team where you have Harry Kane, you have Rashford, and the likes of many other good players. Come on, it should be given.
He deserves the credit.
But let's talk about the goals. The goals were beautiful.
Yeah, very nice.
I saw one of them known for beautiful goals. Yeah, he scores beautiful.
The guy he knows how to decide when to take a shot very quick.
He had the taps goals. Yeah, he had the taps balls.
He knows he's either placing it or he's tearing the net up. And it's a good one. It's a good one.
Do you think that's enough? Like he can, fire Arsenal?
No, Arsenal
finally win the league.
No, the truth is this next season is going to be brutal.
Very important.
Very hard.
Brutal.
There's Newcastle United
coming back to.
There's Manchester United, there's Man City,
everybody's
Arsenal,
coming up.
And even Chelsea. You guys might not want to believe this, but Chelsea this season.
I like the fact that you are pushing Chelsea. You keep pushing them. We're happy for you.
We are going to win the domestic treble.
All right. I hope you will not go into prayer and fasting over that.
No, I saw it. Chelsea will win the domestic treble.
All right. I doubt if Chelsea will get to any final.
No, let's not forget what's point our chances of any final was our very first games in the FA Cup and EFL.
This Chelsea project is going to be a long-term project.
Yeah, but I believe in Mauricio though.
I do, but I also fear for him at the same time. So would they back him up?
It brings me to Victor Osimhen. What if Chelsea,
if the money is there,
out.
See, if Chelsea
pay all that money.
The truth is that if Chelsea can cough out 150, Napoli will be tempted to sell him because you don't get that amount of money every day for any player. For any player, unless that person is in
Chelsea will not be forced if they don't want to do that.
Will Chelsea be able to sell him?
I don't think Pochettino is that man to push such a deal through.
I mean, Osimhen is young and Pochettino works well with young players.
If the guy is going to guarantee, if you get a striker that can guarantee you 20 goals, 20 is the benchmark. If you get a striker that can guarantee you 20 goals every season, you can spend anything for that.
All right. Thank you so much for that. I don't know what happens with Chelsea, but I still believe domestic treble next season. Thank you so much, guys. That's the much you can take on the show today. Thank you so much, CY, Kayode. Always an amazing time with you guys. And thank you to our amazing viewers. Let's do this again. Same time, same station tomorrow. I am Dearest Mba. Do have a wonderful day.